I was watching my last video back and I realised some stuff that I didn't mention that is probably relevant, so I thought, here we go, part 2 already. So, keep it on the same theme, getting fit, losing weight. So they are similar approaches, but you can lose weight, which technically does get you fitter, but you can lose weight without technically getting fitter, if you know what I mean. Because you could starve yourself, for example. Never suggesting to do that. I did that when I was younger and it stunted my growth. If you starve yourself, yeah, you will lose weight quite quickly because you've got no food coming in. So your body's going to eat the stores that it's already got. But you're not taking in the building blocks that your body needs to grow and replenish, regenerate its cells. You're not going to get the nutrition that you need for your body to work properly. So starving yourself is never a good idea. Which, thinking about it, you are what you eat, and there's never been a truer phrase. It's not a metaphor, it's literally fact. You are what you eat. What you eat goes into your body, is converted from whatever it is that you've eaten. It's converted into skin cells, blood cells, heart cells, brain cells. So if you're someone who eats a lot of crappy fast food, I won't name the places, you know where I'm talking about. Do you really want your body to be made of that? Think about if you were building a house. Would you want good foundations and quality materials? Or do you want to build it on sand out of matchsticks? One's going to last longer than the other and obviously be better quality than the other. And that's what you should be doing. Before you put anything into your mouth, you should be thinking, do I want this to be part of my body? But, you can still have your treats. It's like if you're seriously overweight, you don't necessarily have to cut out all the foods that you like, you just have to cut down. Because if you're seriously overweight and you just cut down, like if you cut out your sugary drinks or at least cut them down, or, if you have big takeaways, cut them down to half the size, you'll find that you'll start to lose weight. If you start walking, if you don't already, and cut down, you'll start to lose weight and feel better, and walking will get easier. Walking is very low impact, so you can do it for a long time. But yeah, so other things, one of the best things you could choose to do for yourself would be to cut out sugar. And I know what you're thinking, I don't want to stop eating chocolate, and I don't want to stop eating my cakes. Well, I am talking about that, but next time you go to eat something, look on the packet. I'll give you some examples in a sec, but look on the packet and see if it's got sugar in it. And you'll soon find that most things have got sugar in. One, it's a slow-acting poison that is just killing you slowly. And two, it's so energy dense that your body will much rather prefer to use that as an energy source than the fat that you've already got stored. Why go through the effort of breaking down the fat which takes energy to give you energy when you've got this, constant supply of sugar coming in that you can use. So again, I'll give you some examples. You think, I'll be healthy and have, I don't know, a yogurt. I'm going to have a little pot of strawberry yogurt. Yeah, that little pot of yogurt's got 15 grams of sugar in it. You think, I'll have a cereal for breakfast. Cereal's quite good. Well, there are some cereals out there, wheat-based ones or oat-based ones that, aren't terrible. But if you look at most cereals that most people get and look at what a portion is, in a 45-gram portion, again, there's up to 15 grams of sugar. So a third of that bowl is sugar. And keeping in mind, no one has 45 grams of cereal. 45 grams of cereal is like half a bowl, and you're filling that bowl up and then covering it in milk. Well, there's sugar in milk in the form of lactose. So in the amount of milk that you'd use on your cereal, there's between 10 to 15 grams of sugar. So yeah, it's everywhere. And when you try and cut it out, you'll realise it doesn't really leave you with that much. You can eat meat and some veg, even some veg like carrots and peppers, for vegetables are pretty high in sugar. And then you've got your fruit, which is full of fructose, which is sugar. So if you're serious about wanting to lose weight and burn off the fat, you need to cut it out. I'm not saying you can't have a little bit, I'm not saying you can't ever have it again, but if you really hunker down and try, you know, consecutively, month after month, you'll get to a point where you want to be, and then you can start having more of the treats, just you'll be far more aware of it. I mean, it might get to the point where you don't want them, you might have worked that hard and you think, no, I don't want to undo my work, but know that you can. You know, a diet is just the food that you eat on a regular basis. So, you know, you've got to be aware of what's going into your body, you've got to be aware of what it does for you, and you've got to be aware of what you need. You've got to. So, I think those are the points that I'd missed. Oh no, that was another one. If you're a beginner to working out, again, like I said in the last video, I've made a lot of mistakes in the past. Overworked, you know, gave myself golfer's elbow, which put me out of action for the best part of 18 months. Then gave myself tennis elbow, which I ended up just working through, but they're stories for another time. So if you're a beginner to whether it be resistance training, high intensity cardio, calisthenics, whatever it is, learn the basics first, take your time. There's no race to getting fit. There's no race, there's no rush, sorry. It is a race, but it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And getting fit and healthy and staying that way isn't something you can do without constantly trying. I know someone who shall remain nameless that worked their way up to doing push-ups, proper push-ups, never been able to do them before properly, and then worked their way up to doing them and then stopped. And about 8 months later was upset that they couldn't do them anymore. I said, but you haven't done a single press up in 8 months. What did you think? And they just said, well, I thought once I could do it, I'd always be able to do it. Well, no, it's like losing weight. If you lose weight and get to where you want, but then go back to your old habits, well, nothing's changed. So obviously, you're destined to repeat what happened, which is you gain weight. So once you get fit, it doesn't end there. You've got to keep going. Like everyone always says, it's a journey, and the journey's never ending. And one thing I always say is, and this is a quote from Dr. Cox from Scrubs, once you're happy with what you see in the mirror, you've lost. Because as soon as you turn around and go, yeah, I'm happy with that, and you stop being consistent, you stop striving to get better, well, you're only going to end up exactly where you were. I don't actually know where I am here. Anyway, so yeah, if you're new to lifting weights, keeping in mind, with anything that you're starting, there's a learning process. You're not going to know everything overnight. And one thing that I see a lot of people doing, especially online and, online, don't go to a gym, there's people lifting weights that they can't control, using bad form, doing stupid exercises that are only going to risk injury. So if you're going to lift weights, start slow, learn how to control the weights, learn how to activate your muscles while doing the movement. And if it's a weight that you can't control throughout the whole movement, then you shouldn't be lifting it. You're only going to hurt yourself. I mean, you can be underweight doing bicep curls and turn to look at someone and your neck will go, and then you're out of action for a few days, maybe a week. So it's far more advantageous to take your time, learn the movements, I was going to say motions, but came out as movements. Learn the movements, full range of motion, and just take it slow. And only build up in weight and in reps when you can actually handle it. Again, you should always be pushing to do more than last time, and always do more than, you should never just train till it starts to hurt. You should train past that point, but not in the beginning. Just get your mind muscle connection going, get your movements proper, your hand positions proper, your stances all good, and then move on. But literally there's no rush. You'll rush, you'll end up doing things wrong, you'll end up spending a load of time doing things wrong, not realising it, and you're just spinning your wheels, wasting your time. Again, I'm talking from experience. Let's get to it. Industry. Nice. And there was one other thing. Oh, that was it as well. Yeah. I can't overemphasise enough the importance of stretching. There's a Viva La Dirt League skit on YouTube. If you search Viva La Dirt League turning 30, I think it is. It's these three guys and they go and sit down, and at every move, it's funny, watch it. It basically shows that when you hit 30, everything gets more difficult. Well, yeah, it does. And everything's going to get more difficult every day of your life as you get older. But by training and working out, you're mitigating that. You know, it might get harder by, for argument's sake, let's say every day after you turn 30, your daily life, just from getting older, gets harder by, say, I don't know, a 50th of a percent. Well, if you train and work out and keep yourself fit and healthy as you get older, things won't get difficult as quick, so they might only get difficult each day by 100th of a percent. Just have a look online at all the 17, 80-year-olds that are still working out, and then you've got 40 and 50-year-olds who are obese, don't do anything, think, oh, they can't be bothered because their life's already over. It's never too late. So yeah, can't emphasise enough the importance of stretching. Learn some proper stretches, get it into your routine. You want to be doing it, I don't know, well, at least once a day, full range of motion. And what you'll learn over time is the body works on the principle of use it or lose it. So if you've got muscles that you're not using, your body's not going to waste resources on keeping them where they are, so your body will just start using them for fuel and break them down. So make sure you use them. And it's the same with your mobility. If you're not moving your arms up over your head and stretching your legs and squatting and things like that, the fascia inside your body, which is as well as your tendons and your skeleton and your muscles, your fascia is what holds you together. When you stretch something out and it returns back to its position, that's the fascia recoiling. Well, over time it gets matted when you don't use it, it gets all tangled, and then if long enough is left, you'll not fix it. It'll stay that way and you'll never get mobility back. So just make sure you keep moving. It takes, a couple of minutes in the morning, a couple of minutes at night, maybe do a proper stretching routine, for 10-15 minutes once or twice a week, and you'll be golden. You'll be in your 80s and you'll still be running up the stairs, you'll still be able to do squats, still going for your shopping, carrying all the shopping bags on your own. You'll be a beast. So yeah, again, try and keep it simple. Don't want to go on too much, don't want the videos being too long. But yeah, so that was just some bits I've left off the last one. So I thought I'd make this part 2 while I'm walking around. I'm not exactly sure where I am, but I'm pretty confident of where I'm going to come out, so I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next one. Ta-ta!